Hello. Welcome to a series I am doing called Clown Lore. We are going to have some fun. We're going to go into different series and media and talk about the clown elements of them. Either clown coded characters, clown like things, or straight up clowns. And I hope you all have a lot of fun with this. My name is Boris. Today we will be looking at the very popular franchise Animal Crossing, known in Japan as Debusku no Mori. Animal Crossing was first released on April 14th, 2001, and developed by the lovely people at Nintendo. Now, while Animal Crossing has a seemingly infinite amount of memorable characters that can relate to a very large demographic, today we will be looking at clown-coded characters as well as straight-up clowns in the game. And when talking about clowns in the game, we may as well start with the main character of every single game, you. Yes, you can make a ton of custom designs that incite clownly feelings, but I'm talking about actual items developers have created. For example, Jester shoes. They can be bought from Kicks for about 1900 bells per pair, and they come in 4 styles, all 4 of the styles having a different color scheme overall. Need matching clothes? Well, there's also a Jester costume, a dress-up item that can be bought from the Able Sisters for about 2,240 bells. Need a hat? Well, you'll love hearing that they have 2 separate items for that vibe. Jester hat is an item with 4 variations, all of which match the Jester clothing and the Jester shoe variations. It can be bought from the Able Sisters for about 1900 bells, and it can also be bought from the Happy Homes clothing store for about 1700 Pocky, but only if the theme of the store is loose clothes. On another note, there's also a Jester mask, again in 4 colors. Now, the second hat in question is none other than the balloon hat. It can be bought from the Able Sisters for about 1,120 bells, or from the Happy Homes clothes store for about 1,000 Pocky. But again, the shop theme has to be loose clothing. Now, all of that is good for honking around like a boss, but what clown would be complete without a big red nose? Well, Animal Crossing has one. The fake nose is a big red ball you wear on your face as an accessory item. It's about 490 bells at the Able Sisters and 440 Pocky at the Happy Home Shop, but only if the Happy Home Shop theme is cute clothing. Now, with the main clown out of the way, let's acknowledge the elephant in the room. Or shall I say, the sheep in the room. Pietro, also known as Geppetto in Japan, is the smug sheep who dreams of being an artist. His birthday is the 19th of April, and he has been in the game since New Leaf. Like other smug villagers, Pietro enjoys the occasional ego stroke, but what can you say? Everyone loves a guy like him. The home of Pietro was originally a rainbow of colors, but it seems like in New Horizon he finally decided on one color, or maybe a few, but mostly one. It's a nice shade of blue. The inside used to be all blocky and full of balloons. His walls and floors were possibly a reference to a house of mirrors or a mirror maze that you find in a circus. But today's Pietro has a cloudy sky-like home, his head in the clouds where it belongs. Pietro is a lovely dude overall. His name is actually spelled Pietro, which might be a reference to pie throwing, aka a pie throw, a clownification of the Italian name Piero. You can't have wise men if you don't have fools too. These are the words of Francine the rabbit. Francine and her sister Chrissy have been in the game since Animal Forest E+. And while the pop stars aren't super clowny, I still count them as clown coded for their polka dot aesthetic and performance kind of vibe. While Francine is the older sister, she has a lot tied to Chrissy. Her happy home design is even titled a Chrissy Shrine. And Chrissy is also a Virgo, born on August 28, while Francine is an Aquarius, born on January 22nd. It may seem odd to have Chrissy be a peppy villager, while Francine is a snooty villager, as they are a pair. But this might actually be an intentional decision on coding. You see, the game is more likely to send random campers to your campsite that have different personalities than the villagers you currently have. It's not impossible for two of the same personality to come, but it is less likely. So it might be a way to increase the odds of having both on your island through chance. Animal Crossing is a really good series. I really like it. Now, make sure you subscribe so that you can see the next episode when it comes out. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you again in part 2 of Clown Lore Animal Crossing.